face this time. This is my fight song. Take back my life song.
All right, welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 144. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are two woke boys. Break stuff. That's the song. And that's what we did this last week.
Yeah, it was a big week for us.
Yeah. It's always a big week for us because we just don't quit with our activism. I mean, we are 144 episodes into caring about women and whatever they're complaining about these days.
Yeah.
And it was another week of being a hero.
That's right. But our message was amplified big time with our appearance on TV, the boys' first TV appearance. Been a long time coming. I mean, it should have happened years ago.
Yeah.
But better late than never. We made a surprise appearance on OAN, One America News, which
it's actually OANN, One
America News Network. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, who cares?
Yeah. That's how little respect we have for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fringe right-wing conspiracist network that we hate, but we were there to spread our message of love and positivity and empathy by telling them how fucking stupid they are.
Yeah, but they had us on to try. They were trying to be better because they had us on as diversity and inclusion consultants.
That's true. Yeah.
So we were there to consult about diversity and inclusion.
Right.
And we told them basically to just let us know if they know any chicks.
Right.
You know,
which is a big part of DEI.
Yeah, they got to get some bitches in there. You know.
Right.
And
right.
They need dudes like us to vet them.
Yeah.
Because we're good at vetting the best.
Oh,
women,
yeah. Oh, God. You know? Yeah, we are. I mean,
we're constantly just surfing through looking for the best candidates.
That's right.
Women, you know.
Right.
I mean, like, for example, all my dating profiles are set to only find women.
Okay, I feel like that's pretty typical. What, are you going to search for men on dating apps?
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm looking for the best women.
Right.
So I've set my Tinder to only look for women.
Yeah, I mean, that just makes you a straight guy.
Yeah,
that's what every straight guy does.
Yeah, but I'm looking like for the best women. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
and
just
then,
the hottest women.
Well, I mean, yeah, but also like there's other qualities that I look for.
Yeah, like what?
Like the color of their hair.
Okay.
How much body positivity they have in their breast and ass area.
Okay. That's an important quality.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, because I mean, we are so body positive, and on those areas specifically.
Yeah, well, because some women think they have weird bodies. You know, you ever heard about that? Women are like, I have all this. I'm insecure about my fat tits and fat ass.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry about that. And if there's anything I can do to kind of make things better,
let me come over here and let me give it a squeeze. and make you feel good about yourself.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'll restore your confidence.
I don't care that you have a little bit of cellulite because your ass is so fat.
Right.
You know? I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I'm not
all.
either.
No.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not judging you. You know?
Right.
Especially on those pictures where you say you're insecure, but you put your huge fat ass out like in a bikini, you know, and you're like, I'm brave.
Yeah. You are brave.
You are brave. That's very brave of you to do that.
Yeah.
And we support that.
Yeah. But we don't really want to reach out to the women who are too brave.
Yeah.
You know, if there are comments,
they're doing fine.
Yeah. If there are comments if there are a bunch of comments on your pics, your swimsuit pics from other people saying you're so brave,
and they're usually
chances are we're good.
We're good.
That.
We're good on that.
Yeah.
And and we don't need to also reinforce that you're brave because we were gonna do that, but we saw that somebody else already did it. And it's usually a woman that's more attractive than
you. Who
you know?
wants to just reduce the level of competition and make you feel complacent by being like
saying
overweight.
You're hot. You know?
Right.
And then that's it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, did you ever see, there was like a TikTok that was going around like a while ago that was like, they had like dudes like rate themselves on like attractiveness level, like in order. They were like, hey, as a social experiment, you guys like stand in a line of like who you think is the most attractive. Then they did it, and then like it seemed pretty accurate or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they did one with women, and the women one was literally backwards. They put like the fattest, ugliest girl. They were like, she's definitely the most beautiful.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
right.
Then they had the guys watching the girls like do that, and they're like, what the fuck is
this? Well, it reminds me of I saw a stat once that was like on like men on dating apps, they were like pick the average, what you think is like the median or average woman on there, and they correctly selected someone who was in like the 50th percentile of like yes swipes and no swipes.
Oh, really?
And then
Wow.
And then they asked women to like what do you think is average, is like the average guy, and they picked a guy in like the 80th percentile. And so they thought like 80%, the guy in the 80th percentile was like the 50th percentile. So they were way off.
So they're saying like a guy that's in the 80th percentile like sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's a mid.
Right.
He's a mid guy.
Yes.
And it's
right.
like he's a CEO of like a Fortune 500 company.
And very good looking.
But like kind of short or something.
Yeah.
This is Jeff Bezos.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Who's 5'8", by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah. So pass.
I'm not saying for me personally. I'm no homo.
We don't even know if
we don't know if
at all.
Yeah.
We have no clue.
We have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
All we do know is he's bald, which we're not. He's short, which we're not.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
He's a
billionaire. Yeah, he's a capitalist.
Which is bad.
And he only got to where he was because he got a big loan from his dad to start Amazon.
Yeah.
If I had been given,
could have done that.
If I had been given whatever, like $100,000 or whatever he got from his dad, I could have started Amazon.
Yeah. Me too.
It's like, oh, you're what? You're a white
sell
guy with
books on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, I could have thought of
that. Yeah.
That's fucking duh.
Yeah.
No shit. I remember when that started, I was like, yeah, I would have done that.
Right.
When Amazon was going on and people were like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I totally would have done something like that.
Yeah. Called it. And they're like, when did you call it? It's like, I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, Bezos isn't white. He's Cuban. And it's like, that's basically white. Because the Cubans are mostly conservative.
Yeah.
So that's white
for
to me.
no good reason at all.
Right,
it's not that they escaped communism from their like war-torn communist country and escaped to the Americas for freedom.
No.
It's not that at all.
Cuba's way better than America.
It's because they swam to Florida where a bunch of Republican dorks live.
Yeah, and then they got brainwashed.
Yeah, by idiots.
Right.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Also, most of them are white passing.
Yeah,
too.
Which is bad.
Right.
Unless that person that's white passing only talks about their race.
Right.
Then it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Which you'll see in comedy.
Right.
You'll see someone be like, I'm actually a different race. And you're like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
If you say so, buddy.
Yeah, we love that type of
comedy. It's a favorite type of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were we even talking about?
We're gonna kick it off with the plugs this week because we got some big stuff coming.
Okay. And first, I just want to mention, if you did not see our appearance where we spoke some truth on OANN yet, you can go to it's Chris Boyle, that was the host of the show. You can go to his Instagram, or you can go to our Instagram and look at our tagged posts, and we are going to post some clips of that interview soon on our main feed. But for now, look at the tagged posts on the TooWokeBoys Instagram, and you'll be able to see the clip of us just dropping some truth bombs on OANN.
Yeah, and shout out to Chris Boyle. Thank you for having us on the show.
Yes.
Let's see. So we got a new review for the pod, so we are stoked about that. Definitely help us out on the pod by sending in your reviews to the TooWokeBoys on iTunes and Spotify. That really helps. If you write a cool review, we will read it. But this review is 5 stars from my girlfriend, it says. It says, leaving a 5-star rating on behalf of my girlfriend just because she's not savvy enough to do it herself. She'd love the content, though. Keep it up for female rights. So thank you for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you got any, if whoever wrote that, if you have like a picture of the girlfriend, maybe send that in just so we can kind of put a face to the name.
Yeah.
And see what we're looking at and see if we need to reach out to her directly.
We would like to give your girlfriend a 5-star rating if you know what I'm saying. You know, how cool
if
would
applicable.
That be? Yeah. So also anyone that writes in a review, write it on behalf of women. That would be great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be like, women would definitely love this.
Or even better, just steal their phone when they're not looking.
Yeah. Write a review like from your thing saying like, I know women would love this because I'm a man and women don't know, but I know for them.
Right.
Like write something like that. And then take a woman's phone and then write a review that's positive saying, I'm definitely a woman right now and I am writing this review and I love this show.
Right.
And I have listened to it many times.
Right.
I'm not a guy that stole my woman's phone.
Yeah, and just emphasize that countless times.
Yeah.
And the more you say that, the more it'll be believable.
Yeah. Because people talk like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we love that. And then also, like and subscribe to our show on YouTube. Help us out on there. That's always helpful. We'll try to reply to all your comments. Help us out with the Slut Fund. Donate to that. We promise we will donate some of that money to sluts. So we appreciate you guys for that. And, follow the boys on their individual accounts. Jeff Zinasek, follow him, ally of the show, and follow Malcolm Kellner.
Yeah.
On his
other ally of the show, but not affiliated with the boys, just simply not affiliated with Cole in any way. Just
both of those people are like just dudes that we know of,
right?
But they're not us.
Yeah, exactly.
They're definitely not us at all.
Right.
We're different people.
Right.
Like Bruce Wayne.
Right.
You know, we're like Bruce Wayne.
I love that. Yeah.
We're like just dudes that live in a cave.
In a cave.
They're kind of rich, but it's not our fault.
Right.
And we live in like a really poor, shitty city, but it's definitely not because of our rich dickhead parents. No. And then we save the day by beating up poor people. That's what we do. But we dress like an animal to do it.
Right.
And then we have a black guy that I don't want to say is a slave, but he
gets paid. Yeah.
Yeah. He's paid in experience.
I mean, he's allowed to live there.
Yeah.
We put him up for free.
Good. Yeah. It's
no rent.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. So, and he seems like he likes it.
Right.
So, I mean, how cool would it be to work on the Batmobile?
Right.
And then do the dry cleaning of the bat suits.
Yeah.
With the nipples in them. Remember that? the George Clooney Batman?
Yeah.
They had the fucking nipples in the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah. Well, we have the updated bat suits, the all black.
Yeah. Yeah. And
with like the extra ab and bicep
the
definition.
Abs are just jacked out of that thing. And they just all they did was just paint over our bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a skin.
Yeah.
A skin tight.
And then when they got to the crotch area, they were like, we got to do something. It's just so much meat in this.
Yeah, we got to have a nice bulge down there.
Yeah. Just to allow you the freedom to move.
Right.
Because there's so much going on right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
totally.
But anyway, so that's what we are. We're heroes. So helps out.
That's right. We are heroes. And what was I?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Speaking of the Slut Fund, you may notice that my glasses are new. And I wish I could say it was because of donations to the Slut Fund. It was not. We have not been getting enough donations. So I had to buy these glasses out of my own pocket, which is fucked up. I should never have to buy anything out of my own pocket. I should be able to pay my rent with the Slut Fund. I should be able to pay for food with the Slut Fund. I should be able to pay for sluts with the Slut Fund.
Yeah.
But what's our total endowment right now? Like $3? That's not going to cut it. Give us money. Give us your fucking money. We deserve it. And then we are going to end capitalism when we have enough money.
Yeah.
That's another one of our goals.
Once you beat capitalism, you can end capitalism.
Exactly.
That's kind of who's saying capitalism is bad. The people that have kind of crushed it.
Right.
You know?
Right. and just don't look into their parents' wealth or
no.
their own wealth or anything like that.
And they're definitely not like shutting the door on a free market to build wealth. That's not what they're trying to do.
Right. Just shutting the door behind them after they've used it to accumulate wealth, or them or their family. It's totally not that.
No, they want to make laws that make it really hard to start a business because businesses are bad.
Businesses are
except for
evil.
their business that's totally crushing all the competition.
Right, and except for our business, TooWokeBoys. This is a righteous business. But yeah, I did have to buy these glasses. I bought them from the finest glasses store, 7-Eleven, and I was expecting these to be like, I don't know, $5 tops. You know what they were? $19.99.
You know,
I just spent $20 on this.
Yeah, that's because of the
unacceptable.
Inflation, the Cheeto,
which is Trump's fault.
It's Donald Trump's fault, even though he was president like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's his
fault.
Yeah, and Biden is just trying to clean up his mess.
Yeah, and it's hard because he was so orange during his presidency.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I'm out $20
because your first glasses you bought when Cheeto was president.
True.
Right? And they were how much?
I think I kind of already had them. I was just like,
see, that's how the economy was under. See, some people would say, well, wasn't it during Trump's presidency? No, yes, it was, but that was because Obama was so good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, if you want to,
everybody just had glasses.
Right. Exactly.
That's how.
I just had a bag full of old shitty sunglasses, and I took one and popped the lenses out of. But you gave the lenses to unfortunate people that needed lenses. I did, and by giving it to them, it wasn't just whipping at them like a throwing star. Yeah,
you didn't
take this, motherfucker.
You didn't flick it at them like a ninja.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something you can really use. It's like a lens that was popped out of like a random sunglass brand that you don't know.
Well, it's kind of
where they'll fit in.
If you use one, it's kind of like a monocle.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could hold it.
Right.
You could wrap
or like an eye patch, like
sure, yeah. You could tape it to your face.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Like glasses are limited to like the shape of your face, right?
Right.
But if you just have the lenses, you can glue them to your head in whatever shape you want, and then it kind of fits pretty nice.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, if you're a listener out there who feels bad that I had to spend money out of my hard-earned money out of my own pocket, $20 for these frames, give us money to the Slut Fund on Venmo or Cash App and help me recoup some of this money because I'm down bad right now.
Help us help you.
Yeah. Exactly. And help us end capitalism by giving us money. So glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
There are some big things going on.
A lot of news stories this week.
Yeah. The writer's strike. So we're recording this. We always have to explain to our listeners the concept of like recording something before it's released because our dumbass listeners think this podcast is live.
They think this is like a live show.
Right.
I mean,
and they think they can pause it.
We do that thing that they do on Saturday Night Live where we like talk for the first 5 minutes. Then we go live from New York. It's Saturday night. And then the music plays.
Right.
And then that guy comes on, you know.
The announcer.
With the Cole.
Right.
And Chris.
Yeah.
And that saxophone guy is like going nuts.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever he does.
Yeah. We may be a little deceptive with, whether the show is live or taped, but we'll just admit it is taped. Okay. It's not a live show. You're not, when you press pause on your phone, you're not pausing us in real life. You don't have the click remote.
Yeah.
Sorry to break that to you. Also, Santa isn't real. Sorry, I'm spoiling these things for you.
Truth bombs are being dropped today.
God, fuck, our listeners are so dumb. And look, I know. So basically, when I say our listeners are dumb, they are, but that's because everyone besides us.
Yeah, we're just smarter than everybody.
We're smarter than everyone, so our listeners are dumb too, but at least they are trying to be better.
We're smarter
You're trying to learn more by listening to our podcast.
We're smarter than everybody, but we're also empaths.
Yeah.
Like, we care about the dumb retards.
We care
that
about
listen to
the
our
dumb
show.
fucking troglodyte morons who are listening to our show.
We have sympathy for how stupid they are.
Yeah.
You know,
it must suck to be as dumb as you are.
Yeah, we don't.
We
know
really,
we can't.
My
relate.
heart goes out. Yeah, we can't relate.
Yeah,
but my heart goes out. I can't imagine. You know, actually, I was going to say how hard it is to be that dumb. It's actually probably easier.
Yeah,
going through life just being
happy,
naive. Yeah, dumb, and happy, as opposed to us who
they're
are
like, oh, cool, the McRib is back.
Right.
You know,
right.
And they get to go eat that.
Yeah. Must be nice, as opposed to us who are brilliant and just tortured souls.
Because
when you're,
that's what artists are, like us.
Yeah,
you know?
When you're this smart, you just have too much awareness of the bad things going on, and you're like, God, this sucks. This is so like you may think being brilliant is a great thing,
cool, but it's not. Yeah, it's actually very hard.
It kind of sucks. Yeah,
it's very hard to be as smart as us.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I could just be one of the dumb and happy people like you, you know, I really do. And if you're a woman out there who feels bad for this kind of torturous burden that we have to carry around with us every day, hit us up in our DMs. And
if you like a strong guy that's like smarter than you because you're a dumb idiot, you know, then we're the kind of guy.
Yeah, we'll think for you, and you can outsource
we'll definitely
your thinking
think for
us.
you. Like we'll go to a dinner that you're paying for, and then we'll be like, we'll order for you.
Yeah,
we'll be like, she'll just have a salad. You know,
right?
Like, I'm pretty hungry. I kind of want other stuff. And you're like, yeah, whatever, babe.
Yeah.
And then I'll order all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. We'll order the surf and turf.
Yeah. And we are not sharing.
No.
You kidding me? I got to have all this protein because I worked out earlier.
Just crushed a huge lift before this. Yeah.
I did like 4 squats, dude.
Yeah.
And I got to really, get this protein going. So I can't share with you. And I'm tracking my calories. So absolutely not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hit us up in our DMs to make us feel better about how smart we are and how hard it is to be as smart as we are. But so again, this show is being recorded on Monday. It comes out tomorrow, Tuesday. Got it? Does that make sense? Duh. Does that make sense, you dumb idiot? So the writer's strike is expected to happen tonight. And by tonight, I mean Monday night at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so by the time the show comes out, the writer's strike will likely be in effect because as of now, they're not close on a deal. So this...
do you know what the demands are that they're wanting?
I don't know the specific demands, but I'm reading from this CNN article.
Here's the other thing about the writer's strike too.
Yeah.
We stand with them, and we have not written anything for this show.
Right.
In solidarity
with the writers, we have done no
zero
preparation
towards writing for the show. So we've actually, to stand in solidarity with the writers' strike, we have put no effort into the writing of this show.
Yeah. That's how brave we are.
Yeah, as a solid, like, we're with you. Like, our show's quality will suffer.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And so, so they're fighting for better pay, better conditions, and apparently,
What are these conditions that we're...
Well, let's see. Let me read from this CNN article. So the talks come at a time both sides are feeling pain. Many of the media and tech companies producing shows that use the writers have seen drops in their stock price, promoting deep cost cutting, including layoffs. But the writers, many of whom can't support themselves with writing alone, are suffering from reduced job opportunities and the loss of some sources of income due to an industry shift from traditional broadcast and cable programming to streaming services. So
every writer I know is making like a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but I guess but I guess there are these other writers who aren't.
Yeah. So
our goal continues to be to reach a fair and reasonable agreement, said a statement from management. The AMPTP companies have approached these negotiations with the long-term health and stability of the industry as our priority. We are all partners in charting the future of our business together, and we are fully committed to reaching a mutually beneficial deal. While many shows have already filmed their final episodes of the current season, viewers could see an immediate impact with late-night shows, daytime soap operas, and shows such as Saturday Night Live, which could have early ends to their seasons. So, if SNL is going to shut down early, they might need new
cast members.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think would be an all-star cast
available.
You know what I think an all-star cast would be?
Who?
You, me, and
children dying in the school.
Jake Novak.
Mm-hmm.
It's his time to shine.
Yeah.
And his time to cross that picket line.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be drinking wine at SNL because it's his time. I think I already used time before.
Yeah, but that's still sick bars.
Yeah, thank you. So we stand in solidarity with the writers. Don't give in. Stand firm. Get your money. Get your conditions that you want. And take as long as you need to make it work. I don't care if it's weeks, months, even years. Hold firm. Do not give in, and do not give an inch. Stay true to your demands and don't give in at all. And do not look into the emails we've been sending or the writing packets we've been sending into shows.
Yeah, we didn't just mass send out LinkedIn profiles.
No, and we're not, and we didn't say in there that we'll be the first to cross the picket line and take your job away. We did not say that.
We didn't do that.
And if any emails or texts or anything surface with us saying that, it's not true. It's fake. We were hacked. Yeah. We were totally hacked. We have not been spamming every showrunner and producer out there to work for an unpaid internship to get our foot in the door because we have rich fathers and are able to do that. And we're going to steal your job that way. It's not true. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
No.
It's totally
not
that.
Send out memes of Calvin pissing on the Writers Guild, Nice. We did not do that.
No.
That was not us.
No, we totally didn't do that. So stay strong, writers. We stand with you as union supporters that we are, and we totally would not cross the picket line in an instant if it meant we could get into a writer's room. Definitely wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So we also saw this week that sad news, Jerry Springer has passed.
Yeah.
So
now what is the boys' stance on Jerry Springer? Do we like him or not?
I mean, I feel like he's great because we were just watching a clip before the show of Jerry Springer having a trans person on the show, and that had to be in the 90s,
right?
They had a person on the show. It was this dude, and he was like, "I'm in love with this woman, and I've never met her." Which, some people might think that's weird to declare your love on a national television show to a person you've never met before, but this was cool, This guy goes on there and he's like, I love this person I've never met and I'm ready to declare my love. And then they bring on this pretty tall, broad-shouldered, deep voice lady, She sits down and then, they send that guy off and then the guy's like, then Jerry's like, what's up? And he's like, the lady's like, well, I'm in love, but I also have something to confess. I am a man. And then the audience goes nuts.
Right.
And then they bring the guy back out, and then they're like, hey, here. And then the guy's like, I love you. You rule. You're the best. Gives her flowers. Then the lady's like, I'm trans. And then they make out. And then the audience goes absolutely apeshit and starts chanting, Jerry, Jerry.
Yeah.
So
that's progressive.
Pretty progressive.
Yeah.
So I think we do support the show.
Okay.
It definitely had tailgate vibes.
Right.
You saw it in the audience, it was all dudes.
Right. It was just a rowdy, bunch of bros, which we don't like. But but if they're going to chant for
audience for any of those.
Yeah, if they're going to chant for two biological men making out on stage, we're all for that. We're not going to participate in stuff like that. We would never.
No.
The guy in that video was like, I'll try anything once, right?
He did say that. Yeah.
Not us.
Right before they made out.
Yeah, not us. We will not.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I haven't tried.
If we match with a woman on a dating app and then find out that she's trans later, it's going to be a problem.
There's going to be some problems.
Yeah. Not violence. We're not one of those guys who matches with a girl and then hooks up with them and then finds out they haven't had the operation yet and then kills them. We don't do that.
No, we wouldn't do that.
No. We're not. No. But we're not going to be happy about it. And not because we're against hooking up with trans women.
We actually support it, but we're not going to do it.
Right, because
we'll yell at you to do it, but then if someone
we'll call you transphobic for not hooking up with a trans woman.
And let us just say our point here.
Yeah.
If a trans person asks to have sex with you, you have to have sex with them.
Right.
Except for us,
Except
because
for us,
we made
because
that rule.
We made that rule. Also, if we were to have sex with them, then that would take away an opportunity for someone else to have sex with them.
We're
and
already
because
progressive.
We are such giving and empathetic
we already
people.
support that movement, so we don't need to also do that. So
Exactly.
we're actually going to be like, I'm good. Why don't you fuck that guy over there?
Right.
And then they look back and we have our tires
squealing.
We are gone. Yeah. We are peeling out in our car.
Yeah.
So, so we love Jerry Springer, GOAT,
Yeah, totally.
And he did pave the way for Maury Povich.
Yeah, another GOAT.
He was, Jerry Springer was like the king of that daytime talk show.
Trash television. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that before him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was like kind of like weird stuff, Like they tried to have like a meaningful discussion or whatever, but like Jerry Springer just literally brought like the circus in. Like it was always like an insane show with him.
Right.
So that was because his show like pivoted into that.
Right. Oh, it didn't start that way. Yeah,
no, it didn't start that way. Also, he was like a governor or something, right?
Oh, he was the mayor of Cincinnati.
He was like he was the mayor of Cincinnati, and he got caught like with a prostitute or something.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I'm pretty sure he was like writing checks to a prostitute, and then like he got fired from being
the Cheeto.
Yeah, he got fired from being the mayor because of that or something.
Yeah,
and then he like started the greatest talk show of all time.
Yeah, what party was he? If he's a Democrat, we support that. If he's a Republican, we don't.
Well, but he was a Republican that got fired, so that's good.
Right.
Right.
But it's good that he got fired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If he was a Republican.
He was a Democrat.
Okay, so that was bad that he got fired then.
But he ruled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So R.I.P. to Jerry Springer.
And if they need a replacement for his show, we will gladly. We should have a TV show. They need. He needs a replacement. Tucker Carlson needs a replacement. Don Lemon needs a replacement.
Yeah, we can combine all of those shows into one, and then fighting would happen on our show pretty often.
Right.
What
if the show was just
start the show with us fighting?
Right.
You know what I mean?
If it's anything like the comedy sets you used to do, there would be a lot of fighting.
Constant fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
hey, you weren't laughing. You didn't think that was funny? Come on up here.
Yeah.
Come on up here.
Get up here, bitch. I'm going to show you something funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I fucking throw a chair at him.
Right.
They're like, why does that comedian go on stage with a folding chair? And why does he run out there like he's entering the Royal Rumble?
Right.
Why does his set start with a bell?
Yeah.
Like it's like a wrestling match.
Yeah, I think your comedy act would be much more suited for
I rip my shirt off when I start. I'm like,
show.
who wants some?
Yeah.
Come get it, pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm all like greased up like a wrestler.
Right.
I'm literally just a wrestler.
Yeah.
I go out there, I do Steve Austin, I do the beer bath. And I clank the beers.
Yeah. Yeah, they really, you deserve a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so yeah, if you're a TV exec out there and wants to do a show with us, hit us up in our DMs. And yeah, we deserve to be on TV. We were so good on OANN. Like, just look at that. We can carry a show.
Yeah.
So we deserve to host a show too. We've earned it. So yeah, speaking of Tucker Carlson's old job, Fox has picked a temporary replacement, Lawrence Jones.
Yeah, who is this guy?
And so I guess he's black, but he's a black conservative, which that's tough for us.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really not that tough. We're gonna call him a Uncle Tom. We're gonna call him a cornball, a race traitor.
Yeah.
We're gonna call him all those things.
Yeah.
It's like
it was like what was that one guy that was running for governor out here?
Larry Elder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You saw how
cornball.
Yeah, there were some people that Didn't like
they said he was the black face of white supremacy.
Yeah.
And we say the same thing about Lawrence Jones.
Who said that? The paper?
It was an article. Yeah, it was like a opinion piece in the paper. Yeah, LA Times, an opinion piece in there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then didn't like a lady on a bike like throw something at him?
Like assaulted him. Yeah.
She threw like, I thought she threw like chicken at him or something. Like something racist.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if she did, we support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a Republican.
There you go.
She threw eggs.
She was wearing a gorilla mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
that was like a super liberal woman that was like against him,
right?
Because he's Republican,
right?
It was at a tourist encampment in Venice.
Yeah.
Okay.
A tourist encampment or a homeless? Yeah. We call them tourist encampments.
Right.
They're just visiting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're unhoused because they're just like figuring out where they're going to be.
Yeah, they're just
visiting.
nomads. Yeah.
Yeah, they're visiting.
Right.
That's a good way to. Producer Alex with a gem calling them the tourist.
Yeah. Freudian slip.
Yeah,
if you will.
These are not permanently unhoused people. They're just tourists.
Yeah. And they can do their tourism wherever they want, just not in our fucking gated community. Get the fuck out of here.
Of my backyard.
Yeah, what are you
bitch.
doing? Not in my backyard.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Don't come within 1,000 feet of my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we have an arsenal of weapons right behind me.
That's
and if
right.
I will stand my ground.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel threatened in any way, I will fucking stand my ground with my AK ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So don't fucking test me.
Yeah.
But other communities should let homeless people in.
It's about empathy.
It's about empathy.
And people just don't have empathy like we do.
Right.
We would, but we just don't have room here.
Yeah, there's just no room.
Don't fucking try, dude.
Yeah. There's just no room, and we want you to be in a more comfortable and roomy area.
Yeah, you need a better place than where we're at.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is the nicest part of town. But yeah,
there's that park where they used to go.
Echo Park, before they kicked them out.
Some people would
ruthlessly.
say they made it nice over there and kicked all the
and saved the tourist attraction that it used to be with like the swan boats and everything.
But really, like Alex said, they kicked out all the tourists.
Right.
You know?
They actually did take down the fence though recently.
Wait, there was a fence?
They put a fence around so the homeless couldn't sleep there anymore. And then it was out there for like a year or two. And then whoever was city council in Echo Park voted to take down the fence recently. Oh. So I'm not sure if the homeless are back.
I drove by the other day.
Back,
I drove by the other day, and I don't remember if there was like a fence there, but I didn't see any tents. I was looking for that, and I didn't.
It usually takes a couple of days for them to find out.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So like, they'll like clear out an encampment. It'll be like, we did it, it's gone, and then like maybe like 3 weeks later it comes right back, or it's like moved somewhere.
Right.
Like there's somebody like moving that shit around. You know? So I don't know. It's confusing how that works.
Yeah. But we support the unhoused camping wherever they want. Again, not in our gated community because they won't like it here. There's not enough resources or space. So they could just go on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And they'll be much more comfortable over there. So
yeah.
So yeah, there's some other stuff going on. What do you want to talk about here, Chris?
Well, we did you see the Bam Margera thing?
Yes.
That was what was going on with that?
He got arrested for something. Fighting with
he was like out in the like woods or something. Didn't he like run away from like police or something?
Let's see, TMZ here. Bam Margera back to normal life with family outing after surrendering to cops. Bam Margera didn't lose his appetite after surrendering to police to face charges for allegedly assaulting his brother, getting right back to normal life with his girlfriend and her kid. TMZ obtained these photos of Bam Margera breaking bread with his chick and her 8-year-old daughter Thursday afternoon in Westchester, Pennsylvania, only hours after turning himself into cops and a subsequent court appearance. Folks who were there say Bam hit up a restaurant called Stove and Tap with his group chowing down on French fries plus macaroni and cheese. I'm glad they're really covering all the important details here.
Did you see the pic he put up here? I just got out of the courthouse with my lawyers. Everything went great, and false accusations of what my brother says are not true, and he will be sued for defamation as well as being evicted from Castle Bam sooner than later. The reason I lost my cool was because I read his phone saying he wants me back in California and wants to find a way to 302 me. What's 302 mean? Do you know what that means?
I don't.
Yeah, Alex is going to look up what 302 means.
Yeah. Well, we think that
that's probably like getting like Baker acted or sent into a asylum situation or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do the boys like Jackass, or is it just a bunch of let's be a straight white guy and put ourselves in a shopping cart and go push ourselves down a hill?
Yeah, we definitely didn't think that was the funniest shit of all time.
No.
It was not the peak of comedy.
No.
It definitely wasn't that. It was like a bunch of bros just being misogynist and stupid.
I'm a white bro. Watch me do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then laugh it off. Watch me do illegal shit that if a person of color did, they would be arrested. But
or shot by police.
Right,
yeah.
but no, not us. We could do whatever we want with immunity because we're crazy straight white men.
Yeah. Watch me shove a car into my butt and then go into the doctor and be like, I don't know what's in my butt.
Yeah,
my
watch
butt
me
hurts.
stick a scorpion down my pants and maybe bite my dick off. Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
Oh, look, pain. I'm suffering through pain because it's funny.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's definitely not absolutely hilarious. No. Yeah.
302 means committed to a hospital, clinic, or crisis center against your will.
So you were right, Chris.
Yeah.
You were so. I mean, no homo, but you were really smart.
Thank you.
Again, this is part of this burden you have to bear of the
just knowing.
You just put it together from context
so many,
clues. I mean, some would say it was pretty obvious what he meant, but I mean,
some would say that.
you guessed
but
exactly
those
correctly.
Some people would be really smart.
Yeah. So Bam Margera, was he part of the most recent? Like the Jackass reunion,
actually,
he was
because he's been kind of like out of
crazy.
Control.
Okay,
they tried to have him back in it, and he's just been like going nuts.
Okay,
like literally, like Steve-O tried to take him on tour, and then like Steve-O was like, "I can't take you on tour." The guy that was a human urinal was like, "This guy is too crazy, to tour with me."
Right,
as a human urinal or whatever he did.
Yeah, interesting.
The guy that stapled his nutsack to his leg. Had to give you an intervention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Very powerful stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we hope that he's. I guess we have no real feelings on Bam Margera other than the fact that we should take his place. And join the Jackass crew. Yeah. And bring some real balls. To the group. Yeah.
And we're not stapling our sack to our leg.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, it would just
There's a lot
be
of things
us.
I won't do.
Yeah, instead of doing like crazy physical pranks and stuff, it would just be us like up in a black box theater doing slam poetry.
Doing slam poetry, or I would do a crazy physical stunt where I'd be like, "Yo, what's up? This is Chris, and this is Jackass. For this stunt, I'm gonna have sex with the most women at the same time ever."
Nice.
Yeah. And then they'll play that song, and I'll just get banged by however many women that is.
Yeah.
But they'll all have to be a certain level of attractiveness.
Nice. That's a good stunt. Yeah. And I would just like to say, I want to be the next Jackass cast member. And here's why I should be a contender. Hi, Johnny Knoxville. It's Cole. And I know that you're feeling under the weather because your cast lost Bam Margera.
Children dying in the school.
And that too.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm going to pitch myself.
You got to throw in a school shooting
So
reference.
I'm going to pitch myself to Jackass, Jake Novak style. I'm going to join. And you're going to do your crazy stunts with like your sexual escapades with, like, let's see if I can like bang the most women. Let's see if I can break the record for banging. How many women can I have sex with in 24 hours?
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
How many times can I bust? Yeah. How many times can I bust in 24 hours?
That's kind of like what, like the Dylan Mulvaney thing where it's like, I'm going to be a woman for 365 days. I'm going to bust inside of 365 women in the next year.
Nice.
And then they play the Jackass music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So, yeah, Johnny Knoxville, if you're listening out there, I know you tried to get Bam Margera back. You couldn't, but our schedules are free.
Mm-hmm.
And so hit us up in our DMs. And, I mean, that's if we haven't gotten hired to work in a writer's room after crossing the picket line first, which, of course, we would never do.
No, of course not.
But just don't look into our sent emails.
Yeah.
So let's see other stuff.
I got one here. If you're
go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if you saw, but Barbie has introduced the first doll with Down syndrome.
Okay.
So Barbie has introduced another first in the 64-year history of the toy, a new doll with Down syndrome. The doll further increases representation in the toy aisle, Mattel said, and it allows even more children to see themselves in Barbie. To ensure the doll accurately represents a person with Down syndrome, Barbie worked closely with the National Down Syndrome Society. Okay. Mm-hmm. Several things were redesigned and reimagined for the doll, including her sculpt, clothing, and accessories. So they worked really hard to make her look as retarded as possible.
Right.
For this whole thing.
Right.
So it says the doll's face and body were sculpted to be more illustrative of women with Down syndrome, giving her a shorter frame and longer torso. The doll's face has a rounder shape, smaller ears, a flat nasal bridge, while the eyes are slightly slanted in an almond shape. The doll's palms even include a single line, a characteristic often associated with those with Down syndrome. The doll's outfit is butterflied blue and yellow, which are symbols and colors associated with Down syndrome awareness. She also comes with a pink ankle foot orthotics, as some children with Down syndrome use orthotics to support their feet and ankles. Mattel executives call Barbie the most diverse doll line on the market, and Barbie said Barbie plays an important role in a child's early experiences. We are dedicated to doing our part to counter the social stigma through play, added Lisa McKnight, executive vice president and global head of Barbie and Dolls Mattel. Barbie has introduced several other new dolls this year, including a variety of body types, including a fashionista doll wearing braces, a Ken fashionista doll with a prosthetic leg. So, yeah, that was the article.
We love that.
Yeah.
Have they done like a male feminist Ken?
I'm pretty sure all the Kens are male feminist Kens because they have no penis.
Right.
Right. They have no genitals. They're, what is Ken? He just like is a guy
androgynous.
Yeah, he's like kind of like he seems gay.
Right.
But
maybe he's just metro.
He's very metro. But metro was like, you're straight, but you seem gay.
Right.
That's what metro was.
Right.
That was before all this stuff kind of took off of like being metro is like, who cares?
Right.
It's not even a thing anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Like being gay is like, who cares?
Right. You got to be trans.
You got to be trans, but then still like be a lesbian, right?
Right.
Like, isn't that what Dylan Mulvaney is?
Yeah. Does Dylan Mulvaney like guys or girls?
I think.
Because didn't Dylan Mulvaney start as a gay guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a gay guy, and now she is trans.
Yeah.
But does she still like guys? So that just makes her a straight woman, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. See, we need like charts to kind of figure out sexuality now.
Yes.
And that's what's cool. Like, we should have like a whiteboard here, and then we could draw like a Venn diagram of sexuality, and then we could like put people in whatever boxes they are.
Right. I mean, we know what box we're going to be in. We're going to be at the straight box.
We're not even on the chart.
Yeah, we're too straight. Yeah,
too straight to be on the chart.
Yeah,
and we're sorry.
Again, we're sorry. We talked about this on OAN.
Yeah,
like we wish we could be more fluid. We wish we could be gay or non-binary or something. Unfortunately, we're not. We just love women so much. We just care so much. Yeah,
sorry about that. I just have to crush pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's just really brave of you to admit.
Yeah, it's a cross I have to bear, and I'm sometimes I'm ashamed. Of just being a regular straight guy. Because kind of like that's kind of how society is right now. Like if you're a straight guy, it's like you suck.
Yeah, right.
Like if you're a straight guy,
I just want to die.
You should die. Yeah. You should kill yourself if you're a straight guy.
It's not cool. To be a straight guy anymore.
Yeah, except for us, we're the only cool straight cis men. Yeah, because we have renounced our privilege, and all other straight guys are toxic and trash.
Yeah.
It shows that Dylan Mulvaney hasn't had their first kiss yet through dating apps or anything.
How old is
so
Dylan?
Dylan Mulvaney's a virgin?
As a trans woman, it says she hasn't had her first kiss yet, and there's nobody hitting her DMs.
Do you get your virginity back with the transition surgery? Is that how that works?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're not saying virgin, but just.
Oh, okay.
How old is Dylan Mulvaney?
Let's see.
Yeah, I literally have never heard of them until like the Bud Light thing.
Her?
Yeah. Oh, so, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
26.
26.
Yeah, born. Damn, I'm older than her.
Wow.
Born in 96.
Wow.
Well, so speaking of sexuality, I wanted to talk about this Vice article here. What is a mommy kink? How being cared for became a turn-on.
I love that.
Move over, daddies. Moms are having a moment. If you've kept abreast of pop culture recently, you might have noticed something of a shift in power dynamics. Daddies are on the out, and mommies are dominating discourse. Whether that's the rise of shows like MILF Manor, Pregnant Riri's meteoric return, or Meghan Trainor milking the trend and declaring herself mother to, let's say, a mixed reception. Clearly, we're all refusing to grow up, instead choosing to attach ourselves to every matriarch we can find and latching on desperately for dear life. It's not just our questionable parasocial relationships with celebs that are on the rise. We're also keener than ever to play with mommy dynamics in the bedroom. According to Google Trends, searches for mommy kink have increased exponentially over the past decade, peaking in 2021 to suspiciously coincide, in my opinion, with the rise of the "excuse me, mommy, sorry" TikTok meme, whatever that is. But what actually is a mommy kink? Is it genuinely on the rise, and why is it getting us so turned on? The term mommy kink typically refers to a sexual dynamic between two people where one role plays as a dominant mommy or a similar maternal figure. The other takes on a submissive role as a younger person, sometimes called a baby or a little, amongst other things. It's less heteronormative than other age play-centric kinks like DDLG, short for Daddy Dom Little Girl, making it especially popular with queer women, though it also attracts cis-het guys in need of a little care or discipline from a strong mommy figure. All right, what?
Could you imagine like having sex with one of these people that has like these ridiculous kinks? Could you know what I mean? Like how they'd be like, actually I have this kink here, and then you're like, what? I gotta be your dad or whatever?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Like so crazy.
Yeah, so we're not into that, but we are experimental boys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are a woman,
we're into whatever you say you're into.
Yeah. So if you're a woman who has a mommy kink and you want to be our mommies in the bedroom, and you have some maybe body positive breasts that if you want to do like a mother foreplay thing,
breastfeeding, sure,
it's a little weird for us, but we'll do that part of it.
We'll suck your tits, and then also part of the mommy kink, you could go make me and my boys peanut butter and jelly sandwiches while we play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Let's not keep it to just the bedroom.
Yeah,
you
got to be our actual mom.
Let's expand the world.
Hey, Mom, I need a ride to the skateboard park with my boys.
Yeah,
can you drive us down there?
Yeah. Hey, Mom, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
What's for dinner?
Yeah.
She'll be like, I thought we were going out to dinner and you were treating me. That's normal to treat your mom
shut
to
up,
dinner?
Mom. Make us hamburger helper.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
How sick would that be? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your mom's in there, like you just sucked her tits or whatever, and then she's in there making hamburger helper for you and your boys.
Yeah.
While you play.
Yeah,
Rocket League.
we'll do the mommy thing, but we're going all out with it. We're not confining it to the bedroom.
Yeah.
You will be our mother.
Yeah. Yeah. You are taking care of us.
Yeah.
You're driving us to school.
That's right. And yeah, you're going to drive us to hang out with the boys. And you will cook for us.
Mm-hmm.
You will
clean. You will take us to softball
You will
practice.
do our laundry.
Mm-hmm.
You will pay our rent because I mean, if you're a kid, you don't pay rent.
Yeah, I'm not paying rent.
Your parents handle that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just buy stuff for us.
Yeah.
And then in the bedroom, we'll do whatever weird shit that turns you on.
Yeah.
We'll pretend.
Well, you'll be turned on the whole time being our mom.
Yeah.
You know? And then you'll ground us and then we'll not listen to you.
Right.
You know? And then you'll say, wait till dad gets home. And you'll be like, that guy's not my dad.
Right.
You bitch.
Yeah.
You're not my real dad.
Then we'll call him by his first name.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool, Carl.
Nice.
You're not my fucking dad.
Nice.
Right? And then he'll try to make things cool by like, what if we play
like,
catch?
Hey, son, want to play catch?
Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then like first throw, I'll just be like, I'll fucking wing it as far as I can, like way over him.
Or just throw it at him.
Yeah, I'll
try
like,
to hit him.
Fuck you, dad. Or not dad.
Right.
And then I'll walk away.
Right.
Yeah.
Start crying.
I'll be in my room, and then you hear Fall Out Boy playing loud as shit.
Right.
It's not Fall Out Boy, but you get it.
Close enough. Yeah.
It's close enough.
You get the spirit of it.
You
So
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will commit hard to the role play.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that.
We're not just we're not just going to do this for one round of sex. We will do it for years.
Yes.
As long as we'll commit to being the kid.
You want me to act like a teenage boy? No problem.
No fucking problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Some would say that's already how I act without any sort of.
That's why you were attracted to us in the first place, because you needed a boy to take care of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix up project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hungry, Mom.
Yeah,
Go
Mom.
make me some food.
Yeah, drive me and my friends to Spencer Gifts so we can buy Hoopastank posters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did we have some? So hit us up. Hit us up in our DMs if you are one of these weird women who have like this mommy kink or fetish, and we will play along, but probably more than you want to.
Okay, so we did have an email here from Krista, who I'm assuming is a woman.
Okay.
So this is a big milestone for the show, having a woman send.
Is this our first one
might
ever?
Be our first woman ever to say anything about the show.
This is crazy.
No,
does she have a mommy kink that she's...
Yeah, hey, I'm sure she was pretty turned on by that whole thing we were just saying. But all right, this is an email from Krista. She needs advice. Phrase sexuality and my boyfriend. Okay.
Okay.
Dear woke boys, I have heard you are both experts on phrase sexuality, so
Correct.
I need advice. For the past 3 months, my boyfriend has been disappearing every Saturday around 2 a.m. It's the same routine every single time. He rolls out of bed, I hear him leave, get in the car, and then he comes back an hour later with pep in his step and a content grin. Usually, I pretend he doesn't wake me up, but this week I confronted him about this. He says he's phrase sexual, and this is a common thing that people of this sexuality do. In response to this, I decided to kick up my girl bossism a notch. I pay for every single meal. I got a better job. I let him even try the back door. However, he didn't change. I decided to also try phrase sexuality out because you can identify as whatever you want and people can't question that. Suddenly, he was mad at me when he found out. What did I do wrong? I also would go on short dates on these Saturdays at 2 a.m. before getting railed. Unfortunately, I put on a few pounds from slipping up a bit on feminism and eating a lot of food these men bought me. My boyfriend was all about body positivity before, but now he doesn't seem to be. He says body positivity primarily pertains to certain areas of the body. What does this mean? How can I get back in his good graces? Thank you for your help, Krista.
Wow.
What an email from Krista.
Yeah.
She really touched on all the issues that we cover here.
Yeah, great detail in that email, Krista. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, well, first I want to say that your boyfriend is, I got some bad news for you. Your boyfriend is cheating on you.
He's a bad guy.
When he's going out at 2 a.m. on a Saturday and coming back an hour later with a pep in his step, it's because he is having sex with someone else. I'm sorry to break that news to you. So what you need to do now to get back at him is have sex with another guy, which could be us. I'm guessing she did not include a picture.
There's no picture here.
Okay, so
if you're a woman, here's the thing about women. We support women's sending in stuff to the show. Please include a picture of you.
Yeah, we need to have a good mental image. Of,
because it's like, who are we talking to?
Right.
You know what I mean? We need to know.
Is this a guy catfishing us with a female name? Because been there before.
That's very possible.
Right.
But yeah, so definitely send us a pic.
Yeah. Send us a pic, and if you are what I'm kind of...
And your social profile. We also need that.
Yes, yes. So if you are a hot woman, Krista or anyone else whose boyfriend is fooling around on them behind their back, you got to get revenge. You got to level the playing field. So hit us up in our DMs, and I know your boyfriend has been distant, but once you bang us, then your boyfriend will get jealous of us because... we're obviously much better catches than your boyfriend.
Yeah. And well, you also have already banged some dudes.
Yeah.
So that she did do that.
Yeah.
But you didn't bang celebrity
the right ones.
YouTube dudes like us.
Yeah.
So that's also.
Have the guys you banged been on OAN?
No, I would say probably not.
On a show that's behind a paywall?
Have you?
That probably tens of people have seen?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. Have you seen, have you banged a guy that has some content on YouTube?
Probably not. Have you banged a guy with a podcast?
Probably not.
Probably not. Have you banged a guy who does slam poetry?
Probably not.
Probably not. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta bang dudes like us.
Right.
And that's how you get back at them. But here's the other thing with our particular brand of phrasexuality, this is a one-way street. That's the other thing.
Yes.
So like I have phrasexuality, you don't get to just be like, oh well, you have phrasexuality, now I have it.
That's not how it works.
You don't get to do that.
No.
Like I'm stricken with this plight of like needing to just crush pussy all the time.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I
wish I could be normal.
I would love to find some dumb, boring bitch and just fucking settle down and live in the same house with her and just have sex with her.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But instead, I just need to constantly
just always be out there.
Slay vag.
Yeah.
You know?
And just always on the prowl for
just
new conquests.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I don't want to be like that.
I don't either.
It's tough. Yeah. So
but that's just the way we are.
That's just the way we are.
But don't think you can just say you're fray.
Yeah, and I can be happy with one woman. I just have to be having sex with other women all the time.
Right.
While I'm having sex with that one woman.
Right.
And that's how I could be with one woman.
Right.
So she just has to be understanding that I have to fuck other women all the time.
Right.
To be with one woman.
Right.
And that's how I can be in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
By fucking a bunch of other women at the same time.
Yeah, which technically doesn't make it monogamous.
No, it is monogamous because we have agreed to only be with each other while I go out and fuck all these other women. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to come home and I'll be with my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See,
so
isn't that beautiful?
One-sided.
Isn't that beautiful when we have like our thing? It's like we have this thing with us, and babe, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be gone for about 3 hours.
Run to the store. Well, yeah, for me, less than 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a whole process. You can't just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I kind of cut through that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It takes a couple of dates, but you know, you get through it.
Right.
You know. But yeah, you can shorten it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But initially, you gotta kind of
right.
get in there a little bit, and
right?
Maybe hang out, and
have a
listen to their
boring fucking conversation about how their boss.
Like I said,
it's
not fun. I don't want to do that,
right?
But that's just part of being in this committed relationship with this woman.
Yeah,
that I have to leave and then go listen to some other dumb bitch that I don't really want to be with. But then I'll go have sex with her, and then I'll come home and I'll be with my the one I care about.
Right.
How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So you can have a relationship like that. It's just about compromise.
Right.
You know, and then she'll be like, so I just got to stay home. Yeah, you got to stay home and wait for me. You know, you can text me. You know, you can be like, what are you doing? And then I'll like not respond for probably like 2.5 hours. But then I'll be like, oh, I was asleep or something. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll say something like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's how relationships work. It's about compromise and
on your end.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You will be compromising.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
exactly.
if you're gonna be with a guy like us,
you gotta have the understanding of like our busy schedule.
Right. If you want a normal relationship, go date some normal guy.
Yeah.
We're not normal. We're built different.
Some other guy has like a regular job where he works like 40 to 60 hours a week, and he's got all this free time, right?
Yeah.
But I do a podcast that I work 1 hour a week. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and it's so much work,
right,
to do a 1 hour a week podcast.
Yeah, but that doesn't count the activism that goes into this podcast.
There's so much stuff that we do.
So
if you want a guy with a bunch of free time, go get a guy that has like a regular job that works 60 hours a week, or, you know, works maybe 2 jobs, you know, or whatever. Go find one of those guys.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm too busy for this.
Right.
Okay. So it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably wrap up here. But yeah, we love that email. Thank you for sending emails. Send us more emails at TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. We would love to read your emails. And you guys rule. Do you have anything you want to plug before you?
I don't think so.
Yeah. We mentioned this earlier in the show. Follow the boys on everything. Like and subscribe on our comments and all that stuff. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. And follow our pages, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're pushing out more content to those pages, so follow us and share it with your friends. And also follow ally of the show, Jeff Zinasek and Malcolm Kellner. Jeff Zinasek will be in Oklahoma City this week, so come out to those shows. Opening for J.P. Sears. I forget the comedy club, but the comedy club in Oklahoma City. So if you're in Oklahoma City this week, come out, see Jeff Zinasek.
Oh, I live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to a comedy show.
Yeah.
And I hope they make fun of the libs.
Yeah.
If that's you, then go to the show.
Yeah.
Dumb idiots.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So do that, and we love that. So that being said, thank you for listening to episode 144 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?